Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frontier Opening Bell. This is how we get in the week started here on Frontier Africa Reports. As always, I am Bosun Omofaye. Let me just get you through our market close for last week. The Nigerian markets roared 1.6% to wrap up the first trading week in the month of October on the back of very strong buying in the banking sector with big names such as FBN Holdings, GTCO, Zenith Bank, UBA and Access Bank. Then, of course, we've got the news around Airtel Africa planning to buy 8% minority shareholding in Airtel Nigeria. That also rallied the week that we just finished. The BRVM finished Friday by 0.13% soft. The Egyptian market climbed 1.2% on Sunday, the first trading day of the week for the largest market north of the continent, 1.06% downside for the Nairobi market on Friday, and 0.13% uptick on Friday for the GSE, the largest securities exchange on the African continent. Come with me to the East African market as we look at the top stories started for this Monday. Of course, the OECD countries on Friday agreed 136 countries representing about 20% or roughly 50% of the world's GDP are signing on to that 15% minimum global tax deal. That is big news that we got, and the markets are looking through. 4 countries are yet to sign on that deal. Nigeria, of course, is one of them. We'll follow that story for you later in the week here on Frontier Africa Opening Bell. Then Absa Kenya is defending the single obligor limit of 18.8 billion shillings loan to East Africa Breweries, the largest brewing company east of the continent. In the meantime, the NSSF, which is the pension asset Fox in a firm in Kenya, says its net asset value now roughly 280 billion shillings on the back of those investments by the Nairobi boss. And Zambia is discovering more debts after the administration of Edgar Lungu had been replaced with a new one under President Ichilema. Additional $2 billion has now been discovered. That's taking the total Zambia's debt portfolio to about 15 billion US dollars. And Kenya says it's earned 15.5 billion shillings in coffee cup this year, despite because of the premium brand that Kenya produces in terms of coffee and a decline in output from Brazil, another world's leading coffee producer. Here in Nigeria, the Minister of Finance, the Debt Management Office, and the Debt Office are already on the road to New York City in the U.S. for the investment roadshow regarding the country's second round of Eurobond, which is roughly 2.5 billion US dollars. And today we're starting the week-long World Bank IMF annual meetings, virtually speaking. Today will be the first meeting, which is scheduled for 1600 GMT. We'll look at the state of the economies of developing countries and how resilient they've been since the pandemic that started early 2020. Is going to be a week long, and we're following every day those briefings and presentations for you by the World Bank and IMF, as well as others. You can follow all that on www.frontierafricareports.com. And you can go on our YouTube and watch some of this as well. We also are streaming them and sharing them on our social media platforms such as LinkedIn. Just look in there for Frontier Africa Reports. Then you have Nigeria's exchange group today. Will be listing 1.96 billion of its own shares on its own trading platform, the Nigerian Exchange Limited. It's going to be the final push for demutualization program of the NSE 61 years down the line, now a public liability company. And Coca-Cola has news for Nigeria, additional 560 billion naira in new investments coming into the Nigerian market. That's going to be over a 5-year period. That's roughly 100 billion naira every year. That's one of the biggest FDI we've seen in the consumer goods space in Nigeria since the start of the pandemic last year. And in Central Africa region, which is the CEMAC region comprising of Congo-Brazzaville, the Central African Republic, Cameroon, and a few others. The banking regulator, COBAC, has sanctioned 12 banks, 9 of them based in Cameroon, on allegations relating to banking malpractices, including money laundering. Let's look at Southern Africa, shall we? Because the UK has removed South Africa from the red list. And, of course, over the weekend, we got the news that South Africa authorities has opened very gently the window into level 1 reopening of the economies in South Africa, including relaxing of rules and restrictions around meeting the new rules set about from 50 to 500 people, indoor, outdoor. Those regulations were released over the weekend. This is expected to get South Africa to keep moving. A number of big international events are scheduled for the fourth quarter in November in South Africa, including the Inter-Africa Trade Fair by the Afrexim Bank in the second week of November, and the Africa Energy Week, which Frontier Africa Reports is part of, also in the month of November, from the 9th of November to the 12th. Some of this will take place in Cape Town and in Durban as well. So the new level of tier 1, of level 1 level of the COVID-19 restrictions will help a whole lot of thousands and hundreds of delegates to flock to South Africa, the country's most advanced and industrialized economy, towards the end of the year. And of course, the hotel, tourism and leisure will be part of that. Now, the global copper mine production set to expand 7.8% according to Fitch Ratings. Copper prices had seen a strong rally so far this year, but that is taking a bit of backseat right now as we look at jitters or concerns over the state of the world economy moving forward. MTN is now Africa's biggest wireless carrier. That's by market cap, according to latest data out on Friday. Zimbabwe's stock exchange has lifted suspension on trading in shares of CFI Holdings, while the central bank is starting up an investigation into the affairs of the food giant Simbisa Brands in the country over allegations that the company is involved in foreign exchange malpractices. Come with me to North Africa, where we finish off, as always, where it all started with Morocco naming a new finance minister. Nadia Aloue is a new helmsman in the Ministry of Finance. Meantime, Tunisia's central bank says it's posted a profit of about 622 million dirhams in the first 6 months of the year, while the Egypt Suez Canal reporting nearly $600 million in revenues for the month of September. And that's how we wrap it up this morning on Frontier Opening Bell. Do have a great day, everyone. I am Bosin Namofaye here in Lagos. I'll see you next time. Bye for now, and stick with Frontier Africa Reports.